Good morning, welcome back. It's Saturday morning, and this week they have gotten so much done, and it's been such a busy week. I've hardly picked up my camera. I cannot believe we are at 2 weeks, almost. Monday will be 2 weeks that the Schreibers have come to stay with us, that there have been 22 people here on this property, just enjoying life together, getting things done, eating, homeschooling, playing. It has been absolutely wonderful. We will be really sad when they leave, but they have another week, a little over a week with us. We're gonna just soak it up and enjoy every moment. So I thought this morning I would walk you around and just kind of give you a look at everything that is happening, the things that have been built, the things that are growing, the animal progress, updates, just all of it. We're gonna just take a little walk around. So the first order of business this morning is we are getting bees again. You probably remember I said that all of our bees left us. It was a really sad story last year. Well, our friend Monty, who has a YouTube channel that you need to go subscribe to. It's Suburban Sodbusters, right, Monty?
That is correct.
Yeah. He's been our friend before bees. We knew him back when, before he was the YouTube bee star that he is.
And the banjo playing
and
fool.
The banjo playing fool, right? So anyway,
homesteaders. That's it.
That's right. We knew him long time ago.
City slickers.
He's bringing us some bees this morning. We're starting over again. So Monty, what's the plan here?
We're going to open up the hive, or open up the swarm trap that the bees are in right now, and let them get oriented to this location. And they're right in front of the hive. They're going to be going into eventually, and eventually being about 10-20 minutes from now. So they'll orient right here, we'll get the hive ready, and then we'll just move their frames over to that hive, take the box away, and the bees are home.
Yay.
Yes.
I'm so glad to have bees again. I've missed bees.
I know.
I even bought special flower seeds just for bees this year. Welcome, bees.
We're about.
Okay, so we're
time to have
gonna
some blossoms for our fruit trees too. That'll be good.
Now they've been locked up a little bit, so they may be...
Back up, just in case.
Am I far enough away?
We'll see.
Oh boy.
There they are. So now they'll come out and they'll start
doing circles.
Going around in circles to get themselves oriented.
It's like recalibrating their compass.
Exactly.
I don't see it. You the kids. I just see the ones coming out. I love playing with those things. They're so fun. What we did.
Keeping it lit.
Those bees. It was so fun. Because Pop just had me going around bees where he wanted me pumping it. But I also had to pump it because the fire would go out inside and it wouldn't smoke.
I'm like, no, really. I know what a hive tool is. Just ask the question. Could you go quick?
Guys.
It's like a wife when another wife comes over and the house is messy. Okay, that's what this is right now, in case anybody is wondering.
Oh my word, this is gonna be the bee comedy show right here.
This is actually interesting. This is the style that I went to and has been
Wasp.
Has been fairly successful. They're building down on that. And then I'd like this to be thinner, but they're building past this too. So this was the foundationless wireless ones. Yep. Silas?
So the kids were thinking that was honey, but that's not honey.
No, all honey's gone. I got robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break that off as cleanly as possible.
We should rub them.
So do the bees make that?
Yeah, they make that. It's a wax.
Here I'm not seeing them.
It's a dividing board.
Yeah.
So come over.
Okay.
I can break this off.
Oh, yeah.
It's edible.
Sure enough. Just hit. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I didn't.
So when the honey's in, you plop it in your mouth, chew on it, all the honey comes out, and then you throw it in the trash.
Put that back together.
Just hammer it down or find a new place to put a screw. Yes, you may.
More people are coming. I mean, more cows are coming to see what's going on.
Technically, I lost all the ones at
There's that big one.
Hi, Lily. Hey, April. You coming to see what's going on?
I feel really fortunate then for my
when you told me your number,
yeah, he's not sure. He's like, I'll just watch from over here.
making wax.
Lydia, what are they doing?
Some of these might have been repaired.
Picking.
Are they putting bees in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
What do bees make?
Honey.
Honey. That's right.
What do you want to?
But then honey.
Hold on.
Well, right now there's no honey in there, but when the bees stay for a while, then they'll make honey.
That one's got some dark.
How does it make honey?
They make honey from the nectar from flowers.
Guys, let's grab that white hive over there. You and Silas, Samuel, bring it over here, and we're going to use that as a stand. And we'll open up the other one, and we'll start maybe cherry picking.
Yeah, I don't think we have any honey left because some robber bees came and stole all our honey.
So absconded means that they left secretly.
They just abandoned the hive.
What's the idea? They take all the resources and go? That was 2 of the hives that we had happen.
Yeah, they load up with as much as they can.
Can I bring his stuff that's over there on top of that and set it on there, please?
On a totally unrelated note, Silas had gotten a remote control car from Grandma and Grandpa for his last birthday, and a piece broke on it. Oh, it's really windy out here. I hope you can hear me. So Leo took it upon himself to email this company. It was just a car they got off Amazon. Emailed the company. This blew my mind. The company sent him an entirely new car.
And this is the older car.
That's the
I
old
managed
one.
to fix it. It doesn't work as good, but you know me.
Yeah, I mean, he explained the whole situation. It was just one little part or whatever. They said, no problem. We want to have happy customers. They sent them an entirely new car.
Yeah.
This blows my mind from just a random toy company on Amazon. So I said, I have got to share their company. When we experience customer service like that, I've got to share it with you guys. So I will put a link to the exact car in the description box.
It's a great gift for
It's a great car. The kids are really hard on it on this terrain, but it's a great car and great customer service. Okay, so when I saw him driving that, it made me remember that I hadn't told you about that. Did you step in something yucky?
clay.
Clay.
Clay doesn't really come out.
Yeah, no.
That's all.
Here's the new car.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
It's the best car brand you could probably ever get.
Yeah. Go buy one for a child. That's our recommendation. Leo's actually hoping Grandma and Grandpa will get him one for his birthday because he's loving them so much.
Yeah, he
He kind of made the other one work a little bit, but he's hoping for one of his own. They're pretty fun. What's the story of this hive?
Going through to try to, so he's bringing me 5. Of course, because of his generosity, he's saying, hey, I'll cut you a deal. Let's just get 5 frames to replace the 5 frames, you know, in an extremely fair price. So I'm looking to preserve any of the combs. So the wire frames is what he uses. He likes those. I personally don't care, but that could be the difference between the fact that he has bees and I don't. I don't know. No judgment, really. Hopefully not.
These two went together to Dr. Leo's
He drugged
conference.
me. He drugged me there.
He did. He talked to him.
Yes, he gave me some drugs. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what started them on their love for this method of bees, which is a horizontal hive, right? I'm
Yes.
just learning about all
Yes.
this. I'm behind on
so
the
the
game.
difference is that there's lay-ins and Langstroth. So that's the difference when you're going to use
What are you gonna do?
phraseology terminology.
And there's a video describing the differences on
Well, that's
suburban
the bad
sodbuster.
one.
That's right.
Link below.
Link below.
Link below.
For all things bees, go to Suburban Sodbuster.
You bet. There is nothing wrong with doing shameless plugs.
Shameless plugs. You know, actually, we have the best subscribers, and if we tell them to do something, they go and do it. So I'm sure they will come to Suburban Sodbusters and give you some love, right, guys?
So if they're hovered in the corner, that means they froze out, huh?
They
probably
froze?
starved out if they're up at the top.
They
Yep.
starved. Oh,
Yep.
poor little dead bees.
Yeah, see how the bees are all inside of the cells?
Yeah, that's starving. That makes me so sad and mad that I didn't do anything about it.
We were new. This was our first go at it. We're learning.
Well, there's a few things. So I basically read the first chapter. I jumped to the last chapter, and the one where he says the stronger bees are left alone. Like that was the last phrase in the last chapter, and I'm like, great,
Good to know. Okay.
because that's the
Move on
kind
to
of
the next
time-
project.
That's the kind of time I got right now.
Just a little bit, so it's not a
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you see how hot that is? That's like a fire inside.
Not
there.
only is Monty
Did you
doing bees,
understand
but he's managing future beekeepers as well here. He's doing it all.
What? You want to see dead bees?
All right. So next.
Quite a few.
Next. Never mind. Busy.
So the bees have completely transferred over Your box is empty. We are blocking half of this off. Is that the idea? Just keeping them in a smaller
Yeah, they've got
portion?
the divider here to manage their space. So they once they build out, you know, have kind of started building out on this last frame, then Jason will add on additional frames.
Right. Otherwise, it's too much all at once, right?
I've heard two different things. But one thing I've heard is if you give them too much space too early, then they tend not to build out much at all. They will kind of stay in one space. But if you let them expand their space as they grow, then they tend to use it better.
Keeps them focused. It's kind of like me. I need that parameter, the bookends, you know. They're gapped. They spread apart. Oh, gotcha.
Do I pull these out?
This is my quick, easy version.
Rose had 4 babies, and they are cute as buttons, Bella. You're right. Cuter, yeah. Probably so. Definitely so. You have cute babies, Mama. Look at them.
She's probably just glad enough to
3 girls and 1 boy. And we have so many people interested in piggies that probably, let's see.
We'll have
we
a lot of extra girls.
4 gone already? Is that right? 1, 2.
We won't have any breeding pairs available currently.
Right.
We'll have to wait
Because
for
we
another
have-
litter because of the way the genders turned out
Right.
on each side, and the other mom didn't have as many.
Yeah, so we have 4 pigs that are going to be
But if
picked
people-
up next month.
People place
2
a
months.
hold, you know.
Right.
Those are the people getting them right now.
This is what's so wonderful about the coonies. You can be right here with a new mom and her newborns, and she doesn't mind a bit. So the challenging thing that we were doing the past 2 days is trying to separate the 2 pigs, the 2 mama pigs from one another. More importantly, the babies. So Tulip gave birth a month ago, and once Rose was close to delivering, Tulip's babies figured out, hey, Rose has fresh milk, let's go over and nurse off of her. So even before she went into labor, they were already trying to bust through. They were getting to Rose. Then Bella discovered while Rose is in labor, she had birthed a piglet. The Tulip's babies were over here climbing on that poor baby to get to Rose. So that was no good. We had to separate them, and it's been quite a challenge. I think we have them confined. Bella, what do you think?
Moving any animal, it's always stressful afterwards because it's a new spot.
It is, and they're trying to get used to it, and they kept busting out of the new spot. But have they broken out anymore today? No. Okay, we finally got it. Grandma came over and helped with part of the process. We moved them over, Tulip and the babies, we put over into the spot that I'm going to have a garden so that they could kind of work on that soil a little bit, and then kept reinforcing the fence until the babies stopped breaking
They
out.
weren't really busting out, but the fence wasn't piglet proof.
No, it wasn't.
We didn't even try. Like,
we
it was
had
just
so much
cattle
going on
gates.
that day. It was just trying to
So it's not like
do the bare
they're good
minimum.
at breaking out.
Right. But piglets can squeeze through small holes, so that's the challenge.
Wilbur's about to get moved
Yeah, so Wilbur today is getting moved into the woods,
into the pasture woods.
the pasture woods, right?
I fenced electric in on the inside of it. So now we
Okay.
gotta move him.
He's currently in the Gaga pit while all of this moving was going on. That is not a good place for him because he's pooping in the Gaga pit. So, you know, you can fill in the blank. You know what happens next. It's kids with poopy shoes. Okay, here's another thing. This is what Tim had put together, and then Bella finished it up adding the wire on. It is a big old chicken tractor for the meat chicks. So Bella, once a day,
Moves it one section over. I already moved this morning, but I can move it a little bit. So there's all these different wheel plans, but we did this where you pull the bolt out. Then the wheels are on 2x4, so it lifts it up off the ground, and you put the bolt back in to hold it up, and this lifts it off the ground like this much. We could screw other holes, so if we wanted it not to lift up as more, then we could do that. But like,
whoopsie. Oh, sorry.
That's
Let me
sorry.
check the other side. So that basically picks it up. You quickly move it, and then, yeah.
Thing is, I already moved them, so they're not hungry.
Right.
So once you get both sides up, It holds
Easy
it along.
peasy for even one person to move. They're such a cool contraption.
I already moved them. And then the
Such a great
wheels go
idea.
back down.
Right, so they're not in their own poop. They're getting moved to fresh ground with fresh bugs every day. It's just a really genius idea. There they are.
And the reason we don't want the wheels to stay up is because then we could have either them getting out or the predators getting in. So by putting it down to ground level, it levels it out. And if I would like probably do a little bit chicken wire just on the inside if we had really bad predator issues, but we don't have any because of the dogs. So our livestock guardian dogs take care of the predators, so I don't have to worry about them.
This is another style of tractor. This is a rabbit tractor. So the bottom of the rabbit tractors do have wire because they'll just dig out. But this is the same idea. She moves them and they have fresh grass to eat. These are the rabbits that are waiting to be sold. So if you're in the market for a rabbit, Bella has lots available right now. Whoopsie. Get back in there. There we go. And she does have breeding pairs available of those. They're too young to breed right now, of course, but she has them marked so that
They're for sale.
they're for sale and you could have a breeding pair. Look at this, you guys. He is so professional. Can you see that? SuburbanSodbuster.com. Go check it out. Honeybee Wrangler. Look who just showed up with all kinds of goodies.
I think it
he
pushes
finds
out.
the most fun things for us. This will be great for the new outdoor cooking
There.
area.
Paper towel.
Sweet.
Yeah, just put it down so people
Oh, this
know
will be
what's in.
great. Look at that. I have a feeling now that I've got the Blackstone, that I'm getting comfortable with that, and I'm getting all this fun outdoor stuff, we're going to be eating outdoors a lot. Okay, and then these super cute chairs. What should we do with these, Bella? Should these be set up in the garden like a cute little eating area?
I
mean, not eating,
in
sitting
the
area.
big house and in the boy.
They're adorable. So Bella put this up yesterday, and you're gonna put some more up, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like 6. 6 is probably what
Yeah,
in
for
this
sure.
area, and then maybe a couple the other way.
So each one of these will be for climbing pole beans or cucumbers, or even tomatoes could go on them. But that's what we're doing we're turning that mess over there into this.
So I didn't do the whole thing because I'm leaving this big of a walking space. Right here is
Yes,
gonna be a little walking
so that-
space, and then the next row will start here and go all the way down to here.
It's going to be great. I have some mint planted here and chives in that pot. Everything has rabbit manure on it because it's so fantastic for new start. So this cage is very temporary. It will not stay here, but it's protecting our plants from chickens and children right now. This is a row of sunflowers that I planted in the greenhouse that have been all brought out.
And then
These I had planted. This is all out of the greenhouse that I brought out. Some more mint. And then the garlic is doing very well. And down here, a few more sunflowers. So my idea is just that these sunflowers will, whoa, now see, from me too. My idea is just that the sunflowers will be along this side. Here and there we'll have flowers, just as a pretty border at the edge of the garden. Again, these are more cages just to protect right now from children, but some broccoli, cabbages. I just had a few of those that did well in the greenhouse. That's what I have right now, and then I figure I'll replant in the summer and focus on these more in the fall. Then here, yesterday we've had such warm temperatures. I'm hoping I don't regret this, but these are pepper plants and some eggplants that went out. On the other side of my garden fence, we put this temporary structure, which I showed you guys on another video, but this is where the pigs are working on getting this ground ready to plant some pumpkins and watermelon.
You flips it up.
Wilbur is good at tearing things up. Yeah, well right now Tulip and the babies are in. So this was the ordeal that they kept pushing. First we did chicken wire there. That's what Grandma helped with too, and it was fine for a minute until they figured out how to push through it and actually broke the little wires. So then, Bella, you put the, what is that stuff called? That wider wire fencing on top of the chicken wire fencing, and now they haven't gotten out. Once this is done enough, then we'll scoot this whole thing down to the next spot we're just reclaiming this land here and turning it into garden space. Over here on this side, I have more pots of little starts growing that will need to be transplanted. And then in the middle of it, I have these peas, which are looking beautiful. They're doing really, really well. These are the windows that I had used on cold days to put on top of my plants so that it was like another little greenhouse out here. Aren't they pretty?
I just want to eat one.
You're eating a leaf? Are they edible?
Yep, I heard them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They just taste like a sour pea.
Now this is really exciting. I've never grown potatoes before, so I grew just this small plot of potatoes to experiment, and they look beautiful to me. Next to them, this is my asparagus patch, which is sprouting weeds like crazy right now. I have just one asparagus showing itself, but there were other crowns that I put in here, so we'll see what happens. So right next door to the garden is the greenhouse, which is partially being used for window storage right now. These were the windows that were in that old house that are wooden and they can't be out getting wet. So I see some kids swinging up there. It's also a kid playland and a chicken brooder room. Got all kinds of fun stuff happening here. So let's see, these are my pumpkins, watermelons, and some squash. This is hyssop. I've never grown that before, but it's in there.
Obie is in that one.
Look at these people. They can hang upside down and
Yeah.
not fall out.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
And look at me, Mom.
Wow,
I need to go back up.
peekaboo. Guys
go
just
back?
hanging out. Guess who's coming over?
What?
Isaac and Elisha.
Yay! Those are my best friends. You know, saw them, Obie. You can show them. I thought someone
He knows
saw Isaac.
Well, you know a different Isaac and Elisha at your
I
house.
thought it was Isaac and
No, this is James, Isaac, and Elisha.
Yeah.
On their way over. Maybe get to meet them. Okay, then look at this cuteness. Our chicks hatched out of the incubator. We had one that was the very last one to hatch. Bella had to actually help it hatch, and then it fell in water. And we had to get it out. We thought it was going to drown. It was all kinds of sad stuff. But it's doing so well that we can't even tell which one it is now. Isn't that wonderful?
Wait, you
They're
have
just doing
Elijah?
great.
You have Elijah
They're so cute. So these are all just different random eggs that we gathered from our hens. Now 12 of these are actually going to a family we know who's buying chicks from us because they want to raise chickens, but the rest are for us. So this is our brand new herb bed that's right inside the garden gate. We have some chives, thyme, oregano, dill. And then I planted some. Now see, look at that. Those darn chickens. Once in a while they break in. This is basil I grew from seed and they killed one of my 3 plants. Urgh. Once in a while when they break in, they just do damage. It's very frustrating, but it is part of life. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I don't like when you get in my garden. Yeah, and then around the border I have 2 sides with green onions, 2 sides with carrots that I think will just be pretty when they come up. These are the kids' gardens. They've been working on weeding and planting seeds. Right inside the garden gate, we have this cattle panel that we arched, and we're going to plant this
one as
with
fast as you can.
stuff. Just getting it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Keep going. So this arch is going to be planted with this climbing vine that grows these foot-long scarlet-colored beans. I thought they would look so pretty hanging down there. I'm going to plant those today. They had to be soaked for 24 hours, so they've been in the house. What are you guys doing in here? Still playing Azul?
We just started a new round.
A new round. This has been the last few hours. This is the cozy spot to be. Someone just reminded me about lunch. Look at how cool this thing is, by the way. I mean, it's just such a great idea. This is one of the things that Tim did early on. He finished this soffit. And this is our well house and our food storage room. Finished this back wall with siding. And then the soffit all the way around.
Because they actually have to play them up and down.
Nice. Bella has a special pen now for Wilbur. He had to move out of his little baby house, and now he has a big boy house.
Well, he had a big boy house, going to baby house.
Yep. Well, he'll be happy rooting around here. Coonies are so good that just a strand of hot wire is all you need. You looking at the puppies? You see puppies? Puppies! So Mama Lacey can jump in and out as she pleases from that spot.
Hi.
Gives her the freedom to do that. Benjamin likes watching puppies, but he gets a little overwhelmed when he goes in there because they're getting very exuberant. Oh, oh, Lacey.
How do you spell?
Lacey, you can't get in between him. He can't stand yet.
She's trying to help him.
He doesn't quite. He's so close, but he doesn't quite know how to stand. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Starting to drizzle a little bit. So every puppy sold but a boy and a girl. This little girl is available. We haven't even listed them for sale. People have just come and asked us for puppies.
That one's a sweetie.
Yeah, she's super
And this
sweet.
one's a
They're all
sweetie.
sweet.
And then where's the boy? Hold up the boy for us. And this little cuddle bug.
Oh,
is
he's
too.
getting big.
Yeah, he's really growing.
Oh,
He's
they're
heavy.
two fluffy ones, Mom.
He's probably going to be a lot like Mama. She's got a lot of Pyrenees, so
Oh,
he seems. Yeah, look at how like they look.
He is a big boy.
He's really growing. We'll have to weigh them again and see how much they've grown.
Love you, little.
Oh, that's the piggy grain. What are you doing?
You're so cute.
Yes, you are.
Have something to support this.
We can put the 2 posts on this,
This is incredible.
right? Because this one's wide enough.
Feel like it's going to rotate on you?
Like with episodes.
Yeah.
So this thing that they're building that kind of came about by accident, just as a way to protect the electric and cover the space, is going to actually become something that we can use to continue
2.7K.
hosting people right now where we're
So
at.
there is a condition that
I know, you can't
that comes ahead of a situation like this. It's called while you're there-itis. And so while we're doing it, and while you're there, why don't we do this? What if we did this?
Stuck a bend down.
Yeah.
And you know, that's kind of been a little bit of my life, and you've tolerated it this
I mean,
whole life.
we're
whole
getting
time.
we're having fun while we're doing it.
We really are. And honestly, we have done a lot more work for things that were a whole lot less permanent, even though this is a temporary situation.
Yeah. But we will use it fully. These two are such buddies. First they were getting rocks, now they're picking flowers together. So cute. What'd you get, guys? Oh, James, they're so pretty.
We got this thing.
Pretty flowers. Oh.
Yeah, Mom.
For me?
Oh my
Thank
gosh,
you.
Let me take a picture of you.
That's
so
really
pretty.
pretty. Oh, James wants to be in the picture.
Oh yeah, of
Go
course.
by your
Take a
life.
picture with all your flowers. Okay. Oh yeah.
I always remember you just going. Oh, nice. Okay, it's my turn.